whole time. The whole time he's gonna do it.
Oh, yo, I gotta nothing.
Oh, come on, man. That's I wanted to start something new.
Oh, I thought he was about to come in with a
Did
rap. I was like, ooh.
Didn't we rehearse this? Like, what's
I
going
ain't
on?
rapped
Here?
No, not at all.
15 years, bro.
I didn't even know you were gonna go that far with the.
I was gonna go all the way that far. Hold on a second. Why does that? Look at this.
What?
Do you see something? Do you see something wrong with the screen right here?
For the Revolt Summit?
Okay. Welcome everybody to the Marrio Esco live show. I am your host, Marrio Esco. Alongside me is my good friend, co-host, Gil Vargas.
What up? What up?
And along his side is my good friend and what is it called? Guest host, Brent Tavares.
The guest host.
What up? What up? What up?
Salute.
People are happy that Brent's here.
Yep.
They're like, yo, we're about to have a cohesive podcast.
Yo, it's the beard. You should just call it the Bearded Podcast.
The Bearded Podcast,
Bearded
bro.
cohesive
What happened to your
podcast.
beard oil? The Grace and Glory beard oil, man.
It wasn't
It was
Grace
not
and
even
Glory,
Grace and
bro.
Glory.
See,
It was
that's an
Haddon.
insult.
It should have
Thanks,
been
Gil.
Grace and Glory.
Appreciate
Why
it.
not?
Haddon oils.
Oh, my bad.
You
That's
had
right.
you when you put it on, you became Haddon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
my
your
bad.
theology
That's
got
what I'm
better.
Your
saying.
theology
That's my
got better immediately.
Instantly.
Instantly, as soon as you splash it on, you just
Even
all of a
in
sudden,
mid-conversation.
you know all the creeds, just like
You was using regular words, all of a sudden your vocabulary
Your
increased, like
vocabulary.
predestination.
I saved my. No, I had nothing to do with myself.
oh my goodness,
nothing
it
at
just
all.
converts it.
Nothing at all.
He put
Converts
it-
a heretic, man.
He put it on his beard. He was like predispensational.
Even new knowledge
Pre-millennial.
just came automatically.
Converts a heretic. Goodness, that is Grace and Glory,
Hyper-Calvinistic.
though.
Man, I
You
don't
can't-
understand the gospel. Here, put some of this on.
Oh man, yes. So we are the hosts.
Yeah.
For those of you jumping in, we're gonna do our best to follow along with your comments. You guys are in the stuff, right? You guys can see who's in there and chatting with everybody. Cool.
Not me.
Share the show if you guys are
DJ
blessed by it.
Mike.
Leave a review
I
for
don't
my
have the-
podcasters.
I don't have the sound. My
You
bad.
have hand claps and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but I don't have the horn.
Horns.
It's a DJ, so I gotta be.
Brent's here, so there's gonna be a lot of this happening.
Oh yeah.
Share the show if you guys are blessed by the show. Leave a review for my podcasters. Check out our products. We updated the website, d2lproductions.com.
Yes.
We now
do.
have hats available,
Facts.
designed by none other than Gil Vargas himself, ladies and gentlemen.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we gotta show that love, man.
Yeah.
Brent, did you peep the hats
It
at all
was
yet?
dope.
I
like
did.
the
I seen him
process.
online. I liked them a few times on the social media. I'm
Dope.
surprised you didn't notice.
No, I'm saying,
Dang.
do you like the designs? Are you feeling them?
Now he's filling up.
Oh,
my
he's
head.
he's actually
You
feeling
could have asked for that.
Yeah,
bruh.
it's a wool
It's
snapback.
a wool,
That's dope.
50% polyester.
That's dope.
Is it 50% polyester? So it's 100% wool snapback.
There you go.
Yep.
Is
Sell
it
it, bro.
Yupong or
Oh,
what's the other? The classic. Yeah, it's a Yupong. It's a good quality snapback and it's embroidered.
fire.
There's no iron-on patches or nothing like that.
Nah,
So
not at
There you
all.
go.
We won't believe in that.
So go check it out, man. d2lproductions.com.
That was an
check out-
awkward review, I have to say.
No, that was dope.
No, it was awkward. It
that's
really was.
that's a
My head
fire
got felt
review.
up. Okay? My head got felt up.
That's brotherly love.
you
man.
used to barber.
supposed to embrace with brotherly
You
love.
know-
Yes, but there's hair involved. You just felt my head up.
You got a little bit of hair.
There was nothing barbering about it.
Yo, he's used
Sorry, bro.
Sorry,
to
bro.
natural, man. No, what would have been
Sorry,
awkward if
bruh.
the dude just all of a sudden randomly pulled out buzzers and was just
He
like
gave me a
started
fade real
tapering
quick.
you up as he's looking at your hat.
Yo, maybe
Hey, that's pretty
episode
dope.
146 we can do
Like
that.
that right there, you way too much in your barbering
I don't
bag.
know who cut you.
Where do you pull out the clippers from?
I don't know.
And how are they plugged in?
Magic.
Brent, do you give discount to friends?
No.
Okay,
I
why?
was the
Why?
same
Why
way.
don't you give
I
discount to
was the
friends?
same
Absolutely.
way.
Because
Now you got to preach it, bro.
well, if
Now,
If
careful
someone came
who
into
you
my
invite
house-
to the show,
if
from
someone
the barbershop,
I was the same way.
you about to air it all out.
But I gotta get it. Why you don't
No
give
problem.
discounts?
well, if someone came to my house, it's
I
not a
love it.
problem, but you're coming to my place of work and I have the potential to make a certain amount. So, unless you're really in need, there's no discounts, no.
Facts.
Okay.
What about if it's a family member? You give
It
out
don't- like-
freebies?
Not freebies, but I'm like, don't go above and beyond. Just pay me. Like my nephew, I tell my brother, just pay me
You
whatever.
you don't go above and beyond for them?
No, like
no,
if
he
they
said,
want like
don't-
a Friday night, there's peak hours. You know
Oh,
how
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
I feel
Like
you.
Yeah. So
if I'm going to
squeeze
cut you a
in-
discount, you're not going to get in at 6 o'clock on a Friday where
Right.
someone's probably going to give me.
Facts.
Right.
You
And,
a lot
gotta come
more
in
than
when
that.
I can get you.
and,
Right.
and they should be
Yeah.
understandable of that, right?
And yeah,
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to tell my family members, like, I'm sorry, but
come correct.
Come correct.
if anything, you should be paying me more
Yeah.
because I'm your brother
Mm.
Or I'm your cousin.
You play that card?
or anything.
Man.
Because if you
Yeah.
had no problem paying a stranger, then your family member who you trust is giving you this cut. So guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Not only are you paying me, but I better see a $10 tip. At least.
Something.
At least.
Yo, what did my son say earlier? He can make you $1 billion, but it's going to cost $1 billion.
His son was like, he said he learned how to count today. So I was like, oh, so you an accountant now? That's what's up. Can you do my taxes? How much can you get me? He was like, $1 billion.
$1 billion.
I was like, word?
Did he
That's
put
what's
the
up.
pinky?
I'm like, how much you
He
gonna
did it with
charge
the
me?
pinky and
He was
everything.
like, $1 billion. So I was like, word?
He's funny.
You got me $1 billion, and now you gonna charge me $1 billion.
Now, like close
Fire.
like my nephews, you know, that's cool with me. Like I don't mind. I tell my brother pay me whatever for him. That's not a big deal. It's not like they're coming every week or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's cool. Like if I needed it, if it was a slow week, I'd be like, yo, man, it's a slow week. You could hit me off or whatever it is. I mean, whatever, man. God's good. There's people that bless me.
You know what? That's a blessing.
Facts.
You know what? That's a blessing too, man. I don't know. Like, real talk, I cut myself up. So I never go to the barbershop ever.
Yeah,
Like all my life, I never went to
I
the
cut my own
barbershop.
hair, too.
So-
you cut your own hair?
I don't know if it's like a
I'm
thing.
too
Like,
lazy
are
for
there
that.
a lot? Is it known to have a lot of Christians in the barbershops, or is that like a rare thing, like anything else, any other industry? Is it like a common thing?
I
Like,
think it's the
because
same
I
as
know
everything
like
else.
three Christian barbers.
Facts.
Gil, you, G. Who else is a barber?
That's Christian.
Yeah, I know. Like,
I work
one
with-
of the dudes
I
that you
work with, like,
is a
one,
Christian dude,
yep.
too, right?
I work with.
so is it like a common thing, or like are
Actually,
you
he's
like?
a pastor.
Yeah.
He's a pastor.
Is it a common thing, or like are you like? Are you the spiritual guidance at the barbershop? Like,
Are you the spiritual?
Like, let's get right to it, bro. Are you like the
Yes
you know,
and
the
no.
yoga?
Yes and no,
Yoda? How you say
because
it? Yeah, I said yoga.
this time, yeah,
Are you the
sometimes
yoga? You see
You
Brett
do
doing
yoga in the
yoga.
barbershop.
no, but I
As
eat
he's cutting
yogurt.
dudes up.
I eat yogurt.
Go ahead.
Am I this times where I fail, bro? Like as a believer at the
Facts.
shop, like hard.
Mm.
But there's times like I'm not failing, you know, and I glorify God in what I do. I preach the gospel, you know, I encourage people, I do all those things. But sometimes, you know, barbershops have those conversations,
Mm.
and you find yourself ended up in
Yeah.
that conversation, and you get home and you ride home and you're like, Lord, why was I talking
Why
like
did I
that?
even say anything?
It's usually words that you choose.
Yeah.
You know,
Facts.
sometimes you cuss or you say something and you're like, oh man, that's a bad representation of Christ.
Mm.
And but it's also a good picture of grace too. Like people like, oh, you're a Christian, you know, why you
Yeah.
like
Why you
God gives
slipping up
grace,
like that?
man. Like I don't go to
Mm.
church because I'm perfect and God approves of me.
Right.
I go to
Yeah,
church
they
to be with people
they
that are gonna sharpen me,
misunderstand.
you know, help me stay sharp.
Yeah.
So it's
So they take
Right.
the good news that you share. They
Mm.
take that as an insult, as if you are the pious one, like the over spiritual one. I'm holier than thou, the one.
No,
like,
I think it's easy
like it's
when
a
they
common
see you.
misunderstanding.
Right. I think it's easy when they see you stumble a little bit and then be humble and be like, no, God gives grace.
Yeah,
I'm
and
just
you kinda
trying just
school
like
them.
everybody else.
Yep.
I'm doing my best.
right,
I'm trying to honor the Lord the best I can.
right.
And they're like, oh, I thought Christianity was about something totally different.
Usually the case.
Yeah.
It's-
For the most
people
part. For the
that
most part.
actually will listen and hear what the Christian experience is actually like, and when you tell them about the faith and what it's
Mhm.
actually about, a lot of them are like, "Wow, I totally thought it was about a zombie who came back to
Mm.
life," and you guys just,
Well, they think it's a
Did you-
list,
did
a
they go that
checklist.
far?
oh yeah, dude, I've heard all types of stuff. Like,
Really?
Jesus
Yeah, they think
is
it's a-
a zombie and all this crazy. Yo,
I never
DJ
heard
Mike
that
said
one.
we should do
Yeah.
a haircut episode.
Yo, that's
Mike,
so funny.
DJ
said
Mike,
that.
whose
Gil
hair?
just said that today. That is
DJ Mike, whose
mad
hair am I
funny.
gonna cut on this show?
yo, you could show
For real.
your blade work
All
with
right,
a hot
yeah.
towel
There you go.
shave.
There you go.
So what are we gonna do? Zoom in for a half
I know-
hour?
Yo, real talk, Brett.
No,
Real
it's
talk.
just
Gil
doing
was
the
just saying
service.
this.
I was just
He
saying
was
this.
just saying this today.
No, but what I was gonna say is that we can invite friends that would need a hit.
No. That's off. We're live.
Hey, that's how you know we live.
So that's
Actually,
post-production meeting.
shout out to Sean Frey, who won a Marrio Esco live shirt. Hand claps for Sean Frey.
Oh yeah, man. He won
best
the
comment,
meme.
the best.
What was the caption?
The caption for it.
You remember the caption?
Oh, I had it. Hold on. I got it. Do I got it?
Okay,
Tell me I got it.
you gonna
I got
get
it.
out your
Don't got it.
professional bag?
No, I'm gonna get it.
I got it.
No, I'm gonna
Don't got it.
All right. So shout out to Sean Frey because that's not even in the doc, bro. That's like on the fly.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That's on the fly, but I'm gonna find it. His comment and we'll read it. I wanted to
was
post
actually
it up, but
Hilarious.
it is what it is. It's mad funny. Shout out to him. And shout out to our partner since we're on the shout outs right now somehow. Yo, shout out to the barbers. Shout out to all you
You
barbers.
just shouting out everybody. Like, this dude is on a machine gun shout out right now.
Because that was a good little deep dive for barbers, bro. You
That
don't know how
was.
many barbers hear the show and they're like, oh, yo, real talk, man. Oh, he's preaching. You know,
He's
shout out to the
preaching
barbers.
for the
Shout out.
barbers.
Shout out to our partners, GOP, the Bar Podcast, Pray Your Plug, Rep the King Worldwide, Rap Remnant, The Bridge Radio, 520 Collective, The Unashamed Network, GH3 Radio, and Sound the Alarm. We love y'all. We're looking forward to all the things that are happening and unfolding for the near future. I'm excited about it. Lord willing, we'll keep it in prayer, keep it lifted. That's what's up. Recap, last episode. Hood in the tweet.
Man, all that time that we just spent and we didn't
Yeah.
even do any of this.
We
stuff.
didn't, no.
This is crazy.
Yo, we're just
I felt like-
vibing. We're vibing.
I felt like we already passed that.
Nah, we're vibing, bro. We're vibing.
Jeez, it's like deja vu right now.
Hood in the tweet.
Hood in the tweet.
Gil gave us a deep dive on fashion and art and killed it. I mean, you see his designs on the hats.
Do you
check
have
out-
the splash
Yeah, he has
sound effect yet?
Ah, man.
See,
I have this
Mario
one.
slacking on this game.
My bad. Hold on.
Oh, you gonna boo me?
Hold on.
Dang!
There you go.
That was an
Level up.
upgrade.
Level
Power
Yo,
up.
I get an upgrade
Yeah.
at least.
that was an upgrade. We talked about Angie Rose, her new music video, Fight
Yo.
Like a Man.
Felt like a man.
Fight Like a Man. Brent, did you see the video?
I did.
What are your thoughts on it? Real quick. If you could squeeze it
First
in
of all,
a few seconds.
whenever you start a conversation like this, wait. It's never gonna
Is
be
that-
a good response.
Is that the symbol?
That was
is that
the-
like
he
is
backed
that
up?
like the hint like don't
did
ask
the
me
fake
that,
smile.
bro? Like,
So I don't know what to expect now. I don't know if he's
don't
gonna
ask me that
roast it.
question. Let's go, bro.
I watched it once, and I can't say I watched it attentively. I was a little distracted. I think I was
Okay.
at the shop and I watched it. You know, I had probably the same questions that everybody else had. I didn't listen intently, so I can't really judge it from a content standpoint, like as far as language.
Mm.
But visually, I thought it was like a well-made video. You know, I guess you can question her her modesty when it comes to fashion.
Okay.
But other than that, you know, I don't really have that much to say about it.
You question her modesty?
I don't personally question it. I don't know her. I mean, sometimes it's just art and sometimes people are just doing something, but in people's eyes that can get, I guess, crossed up and people could take it the wrong way. So I think I definitely think you got to be careful when you're making statements, you know, fashion or political or whatever it is. You
gotta be cautious.
use wisdom.
Yeah, use wisdom, be cautious with it.
Because you are a public person, and
representation.
yeah, you're a representation of the kingdom if you profess that, and you just gotta use wisdom. There are people out there that look up to you probably, and that's all. Gotta have discretion and just do your best. You know what I mean? If it's wrong, the Holy Spirit will convict her.
Yeah, that's actually kind of
You know,
what we were
and-
on last week when we talked about it. We were like, honestly, not that everything's okay and we can't question anything, because I'm sure when she gets into an interview soon, they're probably going to ask her about what was her reasoning in the direction that she went with this video. Because honestly, even beyond what could be questionably sensual or not, the video is completely different from all her bodies of work.
Mm-hmm.
Completely. She's straight spitter. So she went from that to a pop style.
Yeah.
So even that's in question. Like, where did that come from? You went from rapper to pop star.
Mm-hmm.
That was a move. That was a commercial move.
And it wasn't even a gradual change.
Yeah, it was like I'm here.
to
She went from the Bronx to Bieber.
Completely changed the swag.
Yo,
I'm like,
where's the-
yo.
Claps for that.
She did.
Yo.
She really did. So that I think there's gonna be a lot more than just her fashion that's questioned.
Mhm.
It's gonna be everything. Like, where did it all come from?
Yeah.
And she's gonna explain it at some point.
yeah,
You know
that'd be
what her
dope.
motive was.
That'd be
What was
dope.
the
Give him some
reasoning behind
gems.
Yep.
All right, someone's commanding me to drop gems. Excuse me.
What?
Sorry.
Who's telling that?
So, Abraham, what up? Abraham's
Drop
like, yo,
gems.
drop them gems. All right, dropping them gems. I'm listening.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in tune. Brant is killing it.
So
So cool. That's what's up. So
yeah.
we put that out and we did a little clip. Angie Rose caught wind and jumps on and she responded to it. So that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
She
Shout
came
out
in.
to Angie, man.
Shout out to Angie. Mad love.
That's dope.
I don't know if she heard
Mario
the whole
got the
show.
graphic up on the screen.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Fire,
sir.
bro.
I don't know if she heard the show, but I know she heard the clip. Obviously, she says, Gil, can you read that? I'm an old man.
From over here.
I
Oh, I'll
love
read
this
it
so
for you.
much. Thank
I
you.
love this so much. Thank you for
Yeah, there you
those
go.
words and for that ending. Ha ha ha. You sound legit just like my brothers. I'm so grateful for the people and hearts like yours. May God continue to bless you both and expand your territory. Dope.
Amen. Yeah, that's what's up.
Super dope.
That's exciting too. That's encouraging to know that, you know, some people kind of just bypass that as if we're like not all part of the same camp one way or another, you know, representing the same king, the same master, the same God. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
sometimes you feel still disconnected, you know what I mean? Sometimes
Yeah.
everybody's it's like, oh, hold on, are you really just trying to get the bag? Like, or are you really like thinking like ministry, like pouring your heart out? Like it's hard. And sometimes even you yourself as a creative, you wrestle with that as well because your desire is, I just want to do this all the time. Like that's all I
Yeah.
want. That's all any creative wants.
Legit.
And then as you're trying to get your bag, everybody on the side is at the same time trying to get their bag.
At the same time,
you know.
it ain't wrong to do either side. If you have the talent and you want to make money with that talent, I don't see a problem with that. As long as you're not obviously going against your faith. But if you want to be a minister, cool as well. You could do that.
I did a quick little tweet about Swiss Beats. I don't know if you guys been seeing anything. This is not on the doc, but I don't know if you guys been seeing anything about Swiss Beats lately.
Mm-mm.
You guys see anything about like
About Swiss
him?
Beats?
Yeah, he was
I haven't seen nothing.
no.
At
But
least I haven't seen it. But that doesn't
have you
mean
seen him
I-
on social media? Like how he moves on social media at all?
Yeah, it's weird.
You think it's weird?
A little.
What's weird about it?
Because he's like gone for a minute and then he comes back and puts a couple things and then he's gone again. And so it's not
But what do you
consistent.
think of his content?
What do I think of it?
Yeah.
It doesn't stick out to me.
No?
No.
I highly recommend listening to the interview. He's like on a whole nother level. Like I like his vibe. So anyway, I tweeted to him.
I'll check
I
it out.
tweeted and I tagged him in a little tweet and I was like, yo, I love his
Did you
vibe.
see anything?
I love
Bro,
his
you know I'm
vibe.
disconnected.
Yo,
Facts.
check it out, man. It's kind of dope. I like where his head is at. But I was like, yo, I like his vibe. And then his Twitter account like liked it because I tagged him in it. It's probably somebody managing the account, but it's dope that even the world understands the concept of being at the same level of the people.
Yeah.
It's dope that they get that. And sometimes I feel like in our circles, we don't get that sometimes. Like we're still
Right.
like with the old fashioned, like mysterious, untouchable. Remember back in the day, the celebrities were all the way up here. Nowadays, they are FaceTiming and they're managing their own
can tweet 'em.
Instagram accounts and tweeting their own stuff on their
Crazy.
profile. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, the moves are more accessible as
yeah,
back then someone had to write an editorial piece on them
right.
Facts.
or an article.
I mean, social media opened up the floodgates to all types of connections, man. It's not, you know what I mean? Celebrities, family, friends, like people you haven't seen in 30 years. Like that's really what it does. It's intended to connect people. So I think it's dope that now that you're able to literally connect with your favorite star, your favorite movie star, your favorite musician,
Yeah.
and you can legit have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like I think that's pretty sick.
Well, I think it's dope, not to like drag it out, but I think it's just dope how she responded to that. You know what I mean? Like I think we all should be respond. Like Ruslan sometimes will respond. Like I think it's dope that we all acknowledge each other and lock arms together, and that's the way that we do it. G Wiz just posted something recently that said, "If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Mm.
So
Or
shout out to
go with someone. Yeah, that was a good quote.
That's
Go
fire.
together." So that
That's
was
a
a
gem.
dope. That was a dope quote. Then Double XL doesn't stop
No.
with their tweet. If Kanye West started a church, would you attend? Tell the truth. First of all, I would love to go to one of those Sunday services, man. Just real talk. Like I would love to just go there.
But they're not. He's not even starting a church. So
no, it's not even. Yeah,
it's more like just a worship service.
Right.
Music would be fire.
The music is fire. Yeah, like Brent. Real talk.
That's literally what
if we had the
whole
opportunity
time.
to go to a Sunday service, you wouldn't take that opportunity just to
Of
go.
course, I'd go.
That?
I mean, I wouldn't travel.
Yeah, like I wouldn't
across the country
like
to go, but if it was local,
yeah,
of course I'd peep it.
Did you see the clip?
I would.
Did you see the whole video, or did you see the clip that's going around that everybody's like going?
I seen a couple of them. I seen the one where he was preaching, and I seen the one where he did the he kind of flipped that, took the harmony from the genuine,
yeah,
and he flipped that, and they had scripture verses on the bottom for the context of the song. Did you see that video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the only 2 videos I've seen of Kanye.
Well, why don't we share a clip
with all the hubbub?
Go ahead, play it.
Why don't we share a clip real quick?
Play that.
Hey, here's Kanye.
I love his courage.
Brent, you seen this?
Yeah.
The fact that he's singing sounding like he does and he don't care. I love that.
So now the question is, everybody's saying like, is this just pure emotion? Is this pure, like everyone's speculating right now? And
time will tell.
Yep.
Gotta be patient.
Do you think that it's even like, it's not even healthy to just jump on speculation right now, right? Like now's not the time to speculate, especially publicly. Like you don't think Kanye can see or test the temperature of the internet when everybody's like saying what they're saying mad open in public, and it's kind of discouraging, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's some people probably saying some encouraging things too. So
right, defending it and
yeah, I mean, people, if there are people questioning the salvation and stuff like that, I mean, that could be detrimental.
I'm just a good person.
But wait.
There is nothing.
He said, I'm just a good person. Listen.
Because the road to hell can be paved with, I'm just a good person.
It's a fact. He ain't wrong.
He just put on oil, by the way. It was it was Grace and Glory oil, by the way.
That was the reason why it came out biblical. He put some Haddon oil on.
He put some Haddon on his beard.
Hold up, listen.
So simple. Can it be you made it all so simple?
So I probably butchered some of the things that he said that I wanted to highlight. One of them was, let's be specific, and then he dropped Jesus's name, just like, let's be specific, Jesus Christ. Like he went right there. And then the other one, he was just saying that, oh, I'm a good person, and he's saying like that path can also lead to hell.
There was another one where he said, people say this is the culture. No, this is the culture. But now I say the only culture I care about is the culture of Christ.
Is that CHH?
Is that
Wait. Was that the pocket?
Yeah.
Was that the pocket?
Yeah, that was perfect, bro. That was perfect.
All right, then
You still wasn't supposed to say
it.
chuleta.
I'm trying to find the pocket.
I told you, anything that has to do with church, you can't use chuleta, man. Because that means that's a bad
I thought that was it. My bad. Go ahead, Brett. I'm sorry.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying.
The culture. So Kanye
West but that's
saying,
what he said. That was one of the quotes from that video. That's all I was saying.
He said,
so I could get with somebody saying like that.
Does CHH have a voice?
We got a king now. Like we're looking for the we're the ones looking for the king now.
Saul.
Where's our king? Where is our king? Does it feel that way? Kind of. Am I onto something?
Nah,
we want a king. Does
not to me.
Want a king?
Not to
me.
No, I mean like Brett. I'm talking like
everybody knows
overall. I'm not talking like for you specifically, not for us, but I mean like overall. Do you feel like because let's look at secular hip hop. Everybody was going for the crown.
Yep.
Is that the same way or like CHH? Everybody going for the crown?
I don't
see it like that.
I don't see anybody aggressive.
I see the media guys more aggressive than the rappers. Like, what's going on here?
Real talk.
The media guys are going.
I don't really see that.
The rappers
are
like chilling.
I don't see anybody going after like hard. Like that's so obvious. Okay, this guy.
Everybody's like getting ready at the start line. Everybody's like, on your marks.
Get set.
We didn't even start
Rap.
this thing yet. Rap. All right, back to Kanye.
Yeah.
Sunday service. Everybody's flipping out. Everybody's saying, oh, he's saved. Oh, he's not saved. Oh, only time will tell. And some of us are like feeling so compelled to jump in and try to just talk some reason. You know what I mean? Because people tend to sway all the way left or all the way right.
Mhm.
And I'm just sitting back myself, my own personal thoughts. I'm just looking at everything and I'm just thinking like, the dude's dropping an album. Like at the end of the day, and I just stated that. And then I got chewed up for it. And they were like, yo, why you implying or suggesting that this is a publicity stunt? Do you think
somebody said that to you?
Yeah. Do you think that was a publicity that I was?
I think people are waiting to see.
That you were suggesting?
Do you think I was suggesting that was a publicity stunt?
I don't think that you were suggesting
with
that.
the post.
Well,
that I put
by
out.
saying he's coming out with an album after he just had this Sunday service thing blow up.
Go ahead.
Is suggesting that.
Okay.
I mean,
break it down to me.
In a sense.
I disagree. So break it down to me. How did that?
Because right now,
At the end of the day, he's dropping an album.
Well, I mean, your post.
At the end of the day, he's dropping an album.
But
And so
your posts
all
are super
publicity
cryptic
is
all
good
the time.
publicity.
Good or bad?
Yeah, that's what that means.
Brent, I'm sorry.
All
I didn't hear that.
publicity is good publicity. So whether he
Right.
did something bad or he did something awesome, it still brings attention to him. So if and we all know this because you have outrage
Okay, the last
marketing.
album.
Outrage marketing is that exactly.
The last album, he wore a MAGA cap. This album, he
going to church.
He's preaching at the church. Next album, was he gonna take a rocket to the moon? Like, what's
possible?
Well, his last album was called the Life of Paul.
I wouldn't be surprised.
What's it called?
The last album was called The Life of Pablo, which means the life of Paul.
Ooh, okay.
So
go ahead.
It was. I think it was documented that he, chose the title after the Apostle Paul.
So it's a consistent theme.
I can tell you firsthand that the content isn't biblical on that album.
But he's hinting. He's trying to like hint at stuff.
But yes, this new album is called what? Jesus is King?
Yeah.
So it could be publicity or it could just be something that he wants to do. And because he's Kanye and already has a platform, it's something that ends up being big. And it looks like an angle to marketing.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not completely off the table. It could very well be a marketing thing because we all know that there's those types of marketing. You have outrage marketing, where you do something crazy out of the ordinary that makes people get shocked, like, oh, why is he doing this? That's another form of marketing. So this could be that. The fact that he went so radical to having Sunday services in an arena with a world-class choir band and killing it with production and everything to set up for his album that is titled Jesus is King. It could be, or this could be a genuine profession of faith because he didn't say nothing wrong.
One of my concerns about it is also...
Usually if it's fake, you'll hear something off.
Yeah, you will.
And I didn't hear anything
I haven't heard anything off
Everything
yet.
he was saying, it was like facts.
I'm just concerned, like, obviously he has fans and viewers. And, I would say as believers, we pray that, God keeps his mind, God keeps his heart. We wouldn't want people being led astray by false doctrine because they're fans of him. But also it has the proponent, if he is serious about the faith and if he is preaching the gospel, whether he's sincere or not, and that truth comes out, people are going to have to make a choice. Those people that never heard the gospel or people that just love Kanye, they're super fans and they buy it and they hear a clear presentation of the gospel. I hope so. I hope it's in there. It could be helpful to lead them to salvation. So in that respect, I pray that it's good, biblical, solid content. Yeah. And I pray that the hearers would be blessed by it, especially non-believers. So
all I know is if he has an offering plate, I'm going to be mad.
You don't need an offering plate either, so it's even worse.
And during the offering plate, if I ever hear, she gave me money when I'm in need, I'm leaving the church and I'm never coming back. I'm like, I knew it. It was fake, Kanye.
Oh, yes, indeed.
You just wanted my money.
He's talking about the church.
But what if he was, right.
Oh, the church is a gold digger.
Way over there.
And they trying to dig on me.
I ain't saying shit. Kanye, So we're gonna go to our featured track now.
Telling you,
Church in the Trap.
Church in the Trap.
Mad appropriate. Here we go. Church in the Trap.
As we proceed to give you what you need, church succession. We play purpose. I pull up on the block, I got that lamp out. I seen the wicked plotting, it ain't work out. We serve the trial with true like we some bloodhounds. Ay, sniffing away the fate. Can't let them stop my praise. Feeding that hoe to the weak. I gotta keep it the streets. If they asking why I'm swerving, tell them cause I'm free. It ain't nobody testing out, but that on Jake. Yeah, trust them and leave me. Them blessings don't stop. We just gon' run the play. Been moving blind with faith. On the block, serving raw. I ain't talking hard. Seen them talking like they tough behind a bodyguard. I ain't talking like I'm tough, but my mighty God ready. I'm in the kitchen, we cooking up work. You look at my life and you see the network. We keeping our minds on the light. We don't have time for the drama. I see no doubt like you done them. We been in the kingdom with runners. Finessing the church in the trap. And they not gon' play if you run up. Yeah, we got the whole trap church. Yeah, we got the whole trap church. Yeah, we in the bando serving. Yeah, straight in the bando serving. Pull people in your block. Praise the Lord non-stop. About to post up shop. To the folks call the cops. Pull people in your block. Praise the Lord non-stop. About to post up shop. To the folks call the cops. We making plays, you did. We leaving the truck and we blazing. I'm skating in something amazing. Not flexing, just counting my blessings. Chopper turn revenue, see how we did it. I'm a living witness, came on the trench. Had to make time for this intervention. I don't got time for no intermission. I'ma keep stacking, don't got enough. Keep it 100 with G in the street. Can't keep it 100 with me if you fake. Church in the church, trapping out the church. Tell us we dead if we don't go to church. Ooh, I'm not in debt with the church. Ooh, but I'm the slave for the mission. Put up and shut up, I get it. So let's go to war in these trenches. I'ma slay that screw, no cap. Yeah, miss that soul with trap. Yeah, never back off. Gotta go hard, ain't no stalling. He the trap god, he the rap god, it's the blood talk. I hear the blood talking. Yeah, we got the whole trap church. Yeah, we got the whole trap church. Yeah, we in the bando serving. Yeah, straight in the bando serving. Pull people in your block. Praise the Lord non-stop. About to post up shop. To the folks call the cops. Pull people in your block. Praise the Lord non-stop. About to post up shop. To the folks call the cops. Yes sir, we gon' pull up. Trading pads like pull-ups. We got the plug with the jewelers. Stretching the hood with the ruler. Blessings gon' rain like the ones. Stack 'em up. Get them people gon' rule. That was paid them dues. Yeah, we got the whole trap church. Yeah, we got the whole trap church. Yeah, we in the bando serving. Yeah, straight in the bando serving.
Oh, there you go. That was
interrupt it?
no, I didn't.
Oh,
It just ended like that. Church in the
Oh.
Trap. Go check that out. That was dope. CJ, mad
Church in the
love.
Trap.
Love to the Prayer Plug. They put me on.
Prayer
That song
plug.
bops.
Moving forward, we're gonna keep some new songs coming in, man. I think that's gonna be dope moving forward, right?
Prayer
Let's
plug.
start doing that.
Yo, Prayer Plug be on it though.
Yo, they do.
They on
got
it,
their
though.
ears to the street. That's why they call it plug. They are
Mhm.
plugged in.
Yo,
For real.
I think CJ's legit. His ears on the concrete. Like I don't
Yeah.
think that's even a phrase. I think he's legit listening,
Yeah. Yo, it's CJ's
Like an
in here. What up,
Indian.
brother?
like a straight Indian.
What up, brother?
Find
We
an
talking-
artist.
Yeah, you
like,
get his ears. Oh,
we
he
talking
hears
about-
the
he was like, hold on. His ear is so plugged in. He was like, hold up. Marrio Esco live. Gil saying something about CJ.
Facts, exactly. The dude even heard
Let me
me
jump up in
from
here.
ATL talking about him. He's like,
Yo,
wait a minute.
CJ.
Wait a
You're
minute.
gonna love-
I'm hearing an artist. An artist is actually talking about me.
There's a
What am I
heartbeat.
doing? I need to log in.
He starts feeling the airwaves. He's like,
It's coming from Boston.
It's coming from Facebook.
It's a little musty. It's gotta be
Spidey
Boston.
sensors are
gotta be
tingling.
Boston.
It's gotta be Boston.
It's a little
Hey, what was
musty.
it a while back? The Spidey sense thing with Mario.
What,
The Spidey
that's-
senses of what?
The Spidey sense
Tinkling,
is a
bro.
He said tinkle.
The tinkling, my
He
dude.
said
What's good?
tinkling.
Come on, man.
That means it's coming out of
Listen.
a different orifice.
Okay, look, man. Look, we just that was last of whatever episode that was. Let's
Yo, Mario,
move
what you
on
got
to
in
the
your cup?
creative tip.
What
Look
you
at the
got in your
creative
Dixie
tip.
cup over there?
Check out the creative
Does
tip.
that a $10
Nah, bro.
buy into
No,
the show?
CJ,
Is that a cover charge
you're
cup?
gonna love this creative tip, by the way. Figure it out.
You literally, I can't even believe you wrote it. just like that.
Figure it out. Because I can't figure it out. So what am I talking about? Figure it out, Gil.
Yeah. Man, it's just it's so on the nose. How do you deep dive on figure it out?
Hey, Gil, figure it out.
It is what it is.
Googlealo,
I guess. Figure it out.
Yo, Googlealo.
I mean, there is things you can say. I mean, whatever it is that you're trying to get into, whether it's as a painter or a rapper or singer or whatever, you should be able to have enough drive to figure out how to at least achieve that talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, yo, I want to be a singer. Can you sing?
Okay, now he knows, since Phil Rude shared a clip one time. Now Gil's like, oh, now creative tip, I gotta shine. So Phil, everyone
I gotta shine. First of all, you know what?
Phil Rude.
Yo, it's funny how he put you on the spot though, Gil, because he didn't have a creative tip to share. So he put you on the spot.
Facts.
He put the flashlight on you.
Last week he didn't even have a creative tip. He was like, oh, we're gonna say.
Yo.
It sounds like he was like trying to play Yahtzee with me.
He was like this, Gil.
I looked at Gil and I was like, yo, fashion.
He just looked at my outfit and said, fashion.
Yo, next week is dancing. I think next week.
Dancing?
Creative tip, dancing. All right, no, go ahead.
But
no, my bad.
Play that clip.
But that is what it is. Like, if you can't call yourself whatever it is that you want to be if you're not trying to figure out how to be that person. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's college, whether it's YouTube, whatever it is that you got to do to achieve that. Like, I want to be a photographer. Do you know how to use a camera? No. Then you're not a photographer, nor you're going to be one. Figure it out. Buy a camera. Start playing with it. Look up videos. Take a class. Or that's figuring it out.
Or what about the gurus that come in and say, if you pay for my class and you pay for this monthly thing, and I'm going to give you inside knowledge, and I'm going to give you all the keys that you need. Like, what are we supposed to just take everybody's word for it and just jump right on this stuff and just be like, all right, this is true, this is true, this is true?
Well, figuring it out is also knowing where to get the right information too, and cross-referencing and making sure that the information is consistent.
And sometimes you got to pay just to take a chance.
Sometimes
nibble a little bit just to see. Like,
sometimes
let me see if this is legit.
If it's a worthy investment,
you know what?
It's not going to break the bank.
But you know what? Failure sometimes is a really good motivator.
Facts.
So
you know what?
Don't hate on your failure. Don't sleep on your failure.
Truth, dude.
Truth.
Sat back
and that's also part of figuring it out. Failure is part of it. You know what I'm saying?
I figured that out while you were talking.
What was that?
I said I figured that out while you were talking.
I figured it out while you were talking.
we just
wasn't even listening.
You know what? We're just gonna have Brent on, and we're gonna have the audience just serve us up titles so he can answer all the give us the solutions to all these problems. Like,
he just uses the same words against
show.
me.
I could just figure it out.
Like,
he was like, let's break down, figure it out. Well, Gil, figure it out.
Need a 3-step dissertation on
your research. Yo, I seen a dude that knew nothing about electrical work. All he did was YouTube, and he like redid his entire house, and it came out dope.
Legit.
For real. By YouTube, it, dude.
I ain't sleeping at his house.
I ain't sleeping at his house.
Brett, that's how you became a bomber. Stop fronting, bro.
Bro, I was cutting in my basement.
Bro.
In other news, Juan Carlos lights his house on fire by lighting himself on fire by his own electrical work.
Oh, but you know what we need? We need a.
He thought he was Nikolai Tesla.
First of all, anything with electricity, and the fact that you installing yourself, you have to have some level of gall, for lack of a better word.
I could barely plug stuff in.
For real.
That's how much of an electrician I am.
Even with YouTube, would you dare rewire your crib?
Nah, bro. I gotta be real. He did almost get shocked a few times. So
exactly.
I gotta be real. So
YouTube is great, but it's not
YouTube
a great insurance
but
policy.
Just be careful.
He almost turned into Electro.
Thank you guys.
I saw it on YouTube.
There you go. There it is. Thank you.
Ain't no insurance company gonna cover you on that one.
Well, you just covered the show right now, so thank you for that. So,
what do you mean?
So quote me in the beginning saying do it, and then quote Gil after saying nope. Pause. Wait a minute. Make sure you research, do the right thing.
Well, that's figuring it out.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying, there's a limit to my figuring it out.
Word.
I won't rewire.
When it comes to taking risk, actually, now that we're on that, when it comes to like taking risk, how do you do that as a Christian? Because you're supposed to have mad wisdom, right? You're supposed to make sure that you're confident in the decision that you're gonna make. You're not supposed to go by chance or luck.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
Confident in whatever. So, but not everything is guaranteed. So how do you take like a sound risk? How do you do that? Like getting into a house. They say in the Bible it says don't owe anybody anything, but realistically,
Who got
we're gonna go into debt to get into a house. So
Yeah.
that's a risk that we got to take no matter what, no matter how you see it. That's a risk. So how do you wrestle with that biblically, Brent?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know, bro.
God.
How do I wrestle? I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know if there were any
Sniper.
loan officers in
Sniper.
Israel back then, but there are mortgage companies now.
you feel like it just is what it is in where we live.
I
Like,
think
it just is
that's
what it is.
that's the society
What am I
that
supposed to
God
do?
has placed us in.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get a
What am I
mortgage
supposed to
in
do?
some places.
Yeah.
It's just the way the system's designed, man. Like, you got to find a way to come up eventually, bring your family up, leave them in inheritance. You just do your best. You know what I mean? You don't want to owe anybody money. Nobody wants to, but
It's a reality.
yeah.
Like even like trying to build up credit or whatever, like that whole, you feel like you're playing Monopoly sometimes. You feel like- you know what I mean?
I would
Like,
really like to know what that true meaning is, because like, how are you gonna go in life without owing nobody? I'm sorry.
facts.
Oh, we're always in debt. Taxes. I mean, it's theft.
I feel like even when my family was getting like food stamps, like we owed them somehow. Like that's how broke I felt. I was like, we'll pay you back for this. It's like, no, this is government. This is for free. This is for you.
You know when they had those.
Government, this is, we're careful.
But you know what? I'm
Don't
still
be
gonna
like-
pay you back. I got you.
Don't be
Trust
silently
me.
ratting
I'ma
people
put
out.
I'm gonna put something on it next week. I'm gonna give
Yo,
you like at
your
least
mom is
$10.
on the show right now.
Huh?
Your mom is on the show. Don't be ratting people out in your family.
No, I'm
like-
not ratting nobody out. I'm just saying.
You know what
like,
my mom used to do?
I'm saying how
She used to
poor-
take all them food stamps from.
Oh my goodness. Hey
She used to
man.
claim all these kids. And
Yo, she had the hood hustle.
she had
the hustle.
Hustle, bro.
Like, she had a
She
whole
was
wallet
claiming
full of social
everybody's
security
grandkids.
numbers.
She
I
was
didn't even know who some of them kids were.
You stole that
Like,
money from somebody else, so
I
I'm
went in
stealing
her
it from
wallet
you.
One day it was just like,
She-
who's Kathy?
She was coming after people like 50 Cent, like, yo, you owe me money. You owe me money.
That's the first time I've ever seen purple $5 bill.
Oh my goodness. A purple $5 bill.
I remember them days, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I remember them days.
And we all remember them days.
Come
Get
on,
that,
man.
that
We all
orange
been
cheese,
there.
that 5-pound block of cheese,
That
bro.
thing was like monstrous.
That was just yesterday.
That was just yesterday. You had the block of government cheese yesterday?
we had block of
First of all,
cheese.
I want to know where you
Bro,
got it,
you
because
just
they don't
had-
even give out government
Bro.
You
cheese no
legit
more.
just had a block of cheese
Nah, you
like
just
5
go-
minutes ago.
I know.
They don't give out government cheese. Where'd you get it?
Ay, 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 ay.
Yo,
Woo.
government cheese don't even exist. Now if you say powdered milk, I'm going to slap you.
So that's the creative tip of the day.
If you say powdered milk, I'm going to slap you.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. My partners are gone. I love y'all. Hey, listen, it was dope. I'm still
I'm sorry.
I'm still gonna be here for y'all.
I'm still going to be here for y'all. What do you mean?
Oh shoot. Yo, let's flip it up.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a dope tip.
Yeah, it was.
Revolt. The Revolt Summit.
Oh,
Gil. Now you just played that whole thing.
I didn't play the whole thing.
Well,
I
you
saw
played-
a good chunk of it.
You
but-
played some good parts right there.
But yeah, the parts that I saw was like, her and Candace Owens and T.I going
Yep.
at it.
So that's trending. Everybody's
That went
talking about
crazy.
that.
Yep. Which, she wasn't saying nothing that was wrong
Mm.
as far as her statistics. Or she was just regurgitating things that already exist.
Mm.
She may not be saying the most favorable things, you know what I mean? But
Why you
the truth
why-
hurts.
Yo, I feel like you're a little like walking carefully right there. Are you trying not to hint that you go on either side? Is that what you
no, what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying
Like,
to
are
put
you
myself
trying,
in a
like-
position where I understand, because those statistics don't apply to me. That she was talking about a specific people. So I don't want to make it seem like I know their pain or I can sympathize with it. So
Yo, she's brave.
the way she spoke
Yo,
is
straight up, she's
how
brave.
she spoke. You know what I mean? It was unfiltered. You know what I mean? She said a lot of things that, obviously there was parts where she couldn't even talk. They were booing her, and Mike had to like come in and tell people to shut up because they were straight
pretty
being
much.
disrespectful.
Language warning too on the video. If you do peep it,
Oh yeah,
Facts.
there is
Language
some
warning.
Facts.
So yeah, be
they
careful.
don't hold back at all. They just
But there
Not
is,
at all.
if I think there's good information in that whole summit. I seen some of T.I.'s, I seen Candace, and I seen Killer Mike. And between Candace and Killer Mike, I thought there was some really good information dispensed between the two.
right.
Um,
Some good perspectives on both sides.
But yeah, like I said, language warning. Like,
Facts. Yep.
Yeah. Definitely.
but there is some good info.
And then when Killer Mike comes in, how did you feel about what he said?
I didn't get to the part where he really went in. I went to the part where he basically shut everybody up and said that what she was saying in regards to, the African American community and how disadvantaged they are today, like in the school systems and just in general, those things she wasn't wrong about. And he was kind of like saying, this is not the first time we hear this. Like, you guys shouldn't be booing her for something that we've applauded when other people said it. So it kind of made them all look like hypocrites.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, this is nothing new. She's just saying stuff that we already know. And just because you don't like the person, you're booing her. And that's mad disrespectful. Despite who the person is, facts are facts. But then after that, I didn't catch what
I caught, like I said, I seen it once. So I can't like reply verbatim what Killer Mike was saying. But in a nutshell, it was almost like talking to the black community, like, listen, when we go to church and we hear, don't be hearers of the word only, be doers. He was like, but he was talking to the black community. Now that we got this information, now that you're hearing this stuff, and we're starting to come to a knowledge of how to do these things, go out and be a doer. And he ran off like 12 different people that they can go listen to when it comes to political procedure, economics,
and balance, right? It
and
wasn't like
business entrepreneurship. He just started spouting off authors
go
and people.
Go get this book.
So there's good information out there.
Yeah.
It's not, his perspective is not a Christian perspective when it comes to things, but I think it's an American perspective when it comes to how to get these things done within the system that we've been put in. So, I think there's some good content in there. I don't agree with everything, but
I like that he hinted at, he was like, yo, you guys are both arguing about which one's a better master.
Yeah.
And I like when he said that. And it was sort of like he was saying, you guys are both arguing within the box, and we got to, the whole point is we got to break out of the box.
Yeah.
I like that he said that, because it seems like he's driven by, the trap, bro. Like, he's driven by what he went through, and now that he sees another aspect of it because he's successful at what he does, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like now he wants to go back and let everybody know, hey, there's a way to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to educate everybody. Like, yo, there's a way out. Or there's a way that you can flourish even from within.
And another thing I like to see, though, Mario, is that throughout the years, we've seen a lot of negativity spewed towards the hip hop community. And now we have dudes like T.I. and Killer Mike actually talking about things outside of crack cocaine.
Yeah, right.
And murder and sex.
Yeah.
And they're actually talking about real life problems. And they're getting the young people's attention to actually think about these things and not just think about their desires in life. So I think it's a good proponent for hip hop,
right?
In a sense, to actually, get people to think outside of what they're consuming.
Yeah, and it's a plus for post mill too.
It's only getting better.
It's only getting
gems. It's finding.
I'm gonna hand clap myself.
Right? Hand clap. That's not funny.
Oh, you post
when
mills.
You can't clap yourself.
I love you, post mills.
I love you, post mills. Sounds like a cereal.
Don't give them ideas.
Don't give them ideas. Post mill cereal. It's delicious.
Yeah, man. That was dope, dude. I did enjoy listening to the dialogue. I like that it was done openly. I don't know do they do that every year? I don't know. Maybe I'm just like now catching on to stuff. I don't know if they do that every year. I don't know if it's just me like now catching on, but I think it's dope that they can have an open discussion and debate each other. No different from the way James White be doing with, all these other, the Muslims and whatnot. Like,
yeah,
I think that's dope.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that more within our own circles, our own communities? Why does it have to be like, like
a healthy debate between like people within their circles?
What if we did a debate with James White and Benny Hinn? Like, how come nobody sets that up? You know what I'm saying?
Because
like, how come we can't set those up?
You know who's gonna catch an L, bro?
Benny Hinn set it up. He's not an apologist. That's why.
So I bet you,
it has to be
if somebody was
an apologist.
He apologized last week.
Mm-hmm. I bet you.
He apologized last week.
If you get a bunch of instigators,
Darn tootin'.
Wow. He did apologize though.
Brett, you are on it.
But it's too late.
I bet you if you put the pressure on, I bet you he has no choice at that time to be like, I gotta respond to this. Like if we had a whole bunch of instigators, like, you know what I'm saying? Like calling them out, like put them together.
I've been still saying to this day, and I'm going to keep saying it until it actually comes to true.
Do we have anything like that at all?
I'm saying they should have rappers from each, faith
what are you doing,
and
bro?
go in a battle, like a Calvinist versus a Catholic, or a Protestant versus, a Seventh-day Adventist.
You don't think that's kind of...
I think that would be
Brett,
fire.
Give your honest
opinion. You wouldn't watch that?
No.
You wouldn't watch that?
No.
Why not? Now you're making me look dumb.
Yeah, because
bro, you wouldn't watch
Why
that.
Wouldn't you watch that? I would.
Would it be the go-to on a Friday night?
Wouldn't that be the coolest thing you ever seen in your life?
You know why?
Come on, wifey, sit down. You gotta wait.
I'm not that studious.
My bad. No.
You know, because I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna hear something. How am I gonna be able to judge something like that? Be like, this dude's gonna be coming out with words I've never heard.
Who is?
I don't know. Somebody on one of the sides, a theological rap battle. Dude's going to be talking about the hypostatic union.
The hypostatic
You know what I'm saying? Only pastors are going to be able to listen to it. Ain't no laymen up in the church.
My wife has that in her back.
Yeah. Yep.
The hypostatic union.
My hypostatic is...
Is that right next to the sciatica?
My hypostatic... My hypostatic is hurting me, Gil. Can you massage it?
My sciatic union.
My psychotic nerve. You guys are getting my psychotic nerve right now.
Yeah, I would never. I'm not saying that to my wife.
Oh man.
Yeah, I said it to Mario's wife.
Wait, was that you? Did you say that?
I came up with it, but
did I say that? Is your psychotic
nerve acting up again? You're looking a little psycho.
Oh
Just
man,
so you know.
I don't know if people are gonna like that, Gil. Real talk.
What?
I don't know if people are gonna like that.
They don't like the what? The psychotic nerve?
No, having people just like come up against each other and fight each other like that.
Well, they do it now. What do you mean? We have a Christian rap battle organization. That still doesn't even make sense.
It's a league.
It's a league.
There's superheroes in that league, bro.
What is the difference between two guys, rapping at each other about their faith compared to two dudes that are worshiping the same God and still ripping each other apart? Like, I still find it a little cringy when the guys are like, "Yo, man, in Jesus' name, I'm gonna destroy you." Like, what?
I'm gonna kill you, then resurrect you from the dead. That's what I'm gonna do.
He's like, yo, the Holy Spirit's gonna have to resurrect you, but I love you. I'm like, what? What is you just threatening my life? What do you mean?
Is this like DMX's next album or something?
What? Come on.
They're gonna have to pull you down from the cross, homie. In Jesus' name. Like, wait, you can't finish a statement with Jesus' name at the end.
So hold
of
up.
that.
You can't
You can't threaten me with Jesus' name.
You can't be like a UFC mixed martial art Christian fighter.
You can be a fighter, but I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna beat you up in the name of Jesus.
Well, okay.
He'd be like, I don't cast my pearls before swine, but these are gems right here.
I'm gonna be like, that dude ain't Christian. I'm just saying this publicly. He is not Christian. If he just goes up to the dude and says, "Yo, man, I'm gonna demolish your face
in the name
I'm gonna kill your faith,
bro." But don't we have mixed martial arts Christians that are out there?
Facts, but they don't say that they're gonna hurt someone in Jesus'
You're telling
name.
me they're never like playing the game of intimidation, like staring each other down and whatnot?
They'd be like self-defense.
Oh, fine, that's cool. But I'm saying using Jesus' name right after.
What about him
demolish your face?
What about him praying for a win?
That's cool. I'm saying you're threatening. And then say in Jesus' name, like that's
Jesus'
cool.
name, I'm knocking you out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, what are some good like battle rap Christian names? Like John the Raptist.
The Raptist. the Raptist.
Wait, we actually have a John the Baptist rapper
That's his actual
from Boston.
rap name?
Yeah, John the Baptist.
Oh wow.
Not the Raptist.
That's
And I'm not talking about
it's a little
Shadow.
on the nose. It's a little on the nose.
I'm not talking about Shadow. That should have been
Like,
Shadow's
right
name.
on it.
Shadow's name should have been John the Baptist, straight up.
Like you're living right on the nose, right there. What is your rap battle name? John the Baptist. Wow. I know your first 8 bars.
Mahalo.
Open up with me.
Is it open up to First John?
Can I get some more water, please?
Why did you name your name Peter? Because it got no L's in it.
Oh.
All
Clever.
W's.
All W.
Yo,
Anyway.
real talk.
How we get to
My
there?
goodness.
How
bro.
do I
What
know
were we
how-
talking
We went
about? How
through
we
the
get to there?
entire doc
No way.
in an hour, bro.
Well, that's our
Throw
fault.
some subjects
Real
up
talk.
on the chat.
That is our
Those
fault.
are like all the subjects on the chat. They ain't no movies out. They ain't no
There is
games
movies out.
What movies?
Gemini Man, Will Smith.
We already talked about Gemini Man, didn't we?
Did we?
I thought we did. Maybe you could put it right there.
I don't remember talking about Gemini
So
Man.
tell us about Gemini Man. Will Smith. Oh, by the way, I saw Aladdin. Brent, you see Aladdin?
I'm about to.
When are you seeing it?
This week, I'm going to rent it on Redbox, just like I
Spoiler
did
alert.
Godzilla.
Everybody be out.
It's a fire movie.
It's a
fire movie.
What else is out,
I
too?
have
My
to
son wants to see
apologize.
Men in Black.
I have to apologize.
You're losing your hood card right now.
I think I straight up, like at one
with this
point,
profession.
I think I straight up at one point was like, nah, I'm not seeing that. Like, it's kind of corny. I don't like how Will Smith looks like in the little promos that they did. He looked kind of way too animated, and I felt like it was going to be like a Pixar kind of weird type of effects. And I didn't like the whole him rapping thing. So I was like, I'm not feeling that. Then when he actually started singing, I'm like, oh shoot, he's singing.
No, he doesn't rap the whole
He's straight singing.
He sings. Yeah,
And he sings dope. I mean, with the,
Did
Well,
he do
I mean,
getting
all the
jiggy
special
with it?
effects.
You cannot do the genie's parts, like especially the songs from the original movie, and rap the whole entire thing. It's impossible.
Nah. I like he
Like,
did.
you
Yo,
can't.
he touched the hint of rap at the appropriate time. He was like, all right,
Facts.
put the rap there, cool, sprinkle it. And the way he did it too, it was like, it was like that jazzy.
Jazzy, yeah.
Yo, it was like, oh,
Nah, we're gonna peep it this week. My kids already seen it. They went with my sister-in-law to go peep it, and I was kind of left out. So I was like, just wait till it comes on Redbox.
You know, red box.
Yeah,
Just red boxing, man.
I
That's all right.
Redbox a lot of movies. We seen that Godzilla, by the way, too.
And come on, man.
Fire.
Out of this world? What do you think? What do you
You
thinking?
didn't like it?
What are you thinking, man? Because I like
He's
it.
looking like he's
I'm
thinking
a
it's
fan
trash.
of Godzilla,
I hope you
bro.
don't think it was trash.
I'm a huge fan of Godzilla.
He thought it was trash. He thought it was trash.
I will say this: I didn't think it was trash,
All right.
but I didn't think it was good.
Okay.
That's trash.
It was acceptably
That's a polite trash.
entertaining.
It was
Acceptably entertaining. It was like one of those things you don't watch more than one time.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
That's like saying, I want to listen to your album one time only.
No. That's worse. What he just said is worse. He said, "Yo, I listened to Mario's album, and it's one of those albums that you can only listen to one time."
That's what I just said. Didn't I?
No, you just said I listened to his album one time. No, I'm saying this album is only for listening one time.
Oh, one time use and throw away.
That's it. That's it.
One time use right when you're done.
Because that's what he just said about the movie. He's like, it's one of those movies that you just watch one
You come
time.
over.
So
Excuse
what
me,
the
sir.
heck?
Excuse me, sir. You dropped your CD. No, I already used it.
So
I was
that
like-
means he walked to the red box
used
saying,
it.
"Thank
Oh,
God I
man.
rented this."
Yep, that's right. When it came out,
Because I don't have to keep this thing in my house.
Take that thing back.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. And he said,
Tell me it wasn't.
I thought it was fire.
I don't know if it's.
Oh,
on
you guys
surround
can't hear,
sound.
but Samara's
There
mother's
was a-
wife.
there-
is-
I don't know
is
if it was
talking
the
to us.
surround
there was a
sound. I
couple.
don't know.
There was a couple
We need to
like
get
good.
her a mic.
There was a couple dope
I should have
spots.
set one up.
There was a couple dope spots, but I thought Mothra was wick whack. It was like he miss me. blah, blah, blah.
It's like a Pokemon, right?
Yeah, it was
It's
like
like a Pokemon.
and that pterodactyl.
You know what?
That pterodactyl took it to Mothra,
It did. It really did.
and then
Yo, I
Godzilla
don't
got
understand how-
that Godzilla got a lithium battery. All of a sudden, he just
That's what
all
I'm
of a sudden
saying.
he's tough
I'm like,
again.
what? The Mothra gotta die and then the death particles made him dope.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't
became
Mothra
one.
be dope on her own or his own? Whatever.
He sprinkled on him.
Mothra
Mothra sprinkled something on baptized Godzilla with the sprinkles.
She put the oil.
Some salt and pepper on him.
She sprinkled some holy oil.
He was Lazarus, man. He wasn't Godzilla.
Oh man, I thought it was fire.
And that dude was all noble.
First of all, he went from Godzilla to the vampire and like breaking whatever those vampires. He became all sparkly.
Twinkle.
Twilight. I'm like, what happened to my man Godzilla?
Twinkle.
Yo,
He got sprinkled with fairy dust, and now he's the Twilight vampire.
He goes toe to toe with King Kong. It's a wrap, dude.
Oh,
Come
it's
on.
gonna be crazy.
It's a wrap. King Kong ain't standing no chance.
Crazy. That's a very interesting
And
conversation.
Brett is like, I'm not even jumping in this conversation.
Hey, it could go either way because you know what?
Brett.
Speed matters.
Okay.
Speed matters.
All right. So what are you saying?
Look what he did to the T-Rex. He ripped that mouth right open. Just
Dude,
snap.
First of all, Godzilla is way more bigger than those little T-Rex things that he was fighting against.
True. But he's close to humankind.
yo, King Kong's just smarter.
So I'm rooting for King Kong,
Whatever,
okay?
dude.
No.
You always got to go against me, so that's the way it is. All right. You get King Kong, I got Godzilla. Brett doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Nah, I get
He's
King
like,
Kong,
Brett
bro.
is like, back in the day, I left those childish things behind me.
No, you know how you are with
He's the
Godzilla
grumpy
is
old
how I
man.
am with King Kong.
Back in the day. I don't
But the
even
funny
know.
thing is,
how
it
do you
only
enjoy
happened after he put the oil on. After he put the oil on, he had
How do
pipe.
you enjoy watching? Do you use your kids as an excuse, Brent, to go and watch kid movies?
No, I'll watch kid movies.
Okay,
Facts.
I'll watch a kid
Alright,
movie.
dope.
Incredibles?
I wanted to see
Incredibles,
if you-
though?
I know, Mario, you watched
I
the
wanted
kid
to see
movies
if you
too.
were-
You don't
Nah,
do
kid
it.
movies are
I've been
dope.
watching SpongeBob and nobody's in the room, and I'm like,
Facts.
what happened to my kids?
Facts.
Why am I sitting here watching SpongeBob without my kids?
By myself.
Yo, they leave the room. They leave the room. You're in there for 45 minutes.
I'm eating their leftover cereal. I'm like, what?
Yo, that's the story right there. Because I know for a fact when you got up, you had the SpongeBob pajamas on too,
Oh, wow, thanks.
and walking away.
Thanks, man.
I'm a head
Why am
out.
I watching
I'm a-
SpongeBob by myself?
All right,
I'm a head out.
I'm gonna head out now. You're stupid. So, Brett,
What?
so
What's up?
what
What's up?
movies are you gonna be watching right now with your kids?
But I'm gonna watch
Are
the
you the
Aladdin.
type that you be doing research and like checking like every single little description in the movie before you let your kids
Nah,
watch it?
I'll check like the common sense stuff to see like where I draw the line. Like, my kids are under 13,
Mm.
so
Do you trust the rating that we have now?
not really. But I go in and check
Sammy
people's
says
comments. Like, Common Sense Media tells you exactly what words they say that are cuss words, and they tell you the level of sensuality or sexuality. I'm more worried about visually the sensuality or the sexuality. Everybody's heard a cuss word.
Mm.
I'm not necessarily worried about one F-bomb in a movie.
Mm.
You know, I've heard 30 of them
In the
in
barbershop.
line at Target with my kids or something
There
like
you
that.
go.
So it's not that huge of a deal. And I don't want to shelter them too much. But it's more about visually, like the sensuality or the
Gotcha.
sexuality, what people are wearing, or
Visual
if they have a
stumbling
certain
blocks.
agenda that's underlying the movie,
Like what, for example?
like a homosexual agenda, transsexual agenda, stuff like that shouldn't be in movies.
What about witchcraft? Do you go that far? Are you like?
I mean, I could see witchcraft driving down the street. But no, I'm not really a fan of Harry Potter.
Where's the witchcraft driving down the
There was
street?
a lot of witchcraft in Chronicles of Narnia, but ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
I thought isn't Chronicles of Narnia a Christian movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
well,
they,
it's
not
an
a Christian
allegory.
movie.
It's an allegory.
It's an allegory. Yeah.
and there was a lot of witchcraft.
Yep.
Mm.
There
you
was
got
the Ice Witch.
the Ice Witch, and all that other stuff. So.
I mean, those are just examples. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
oh,
you know. But
it's just
I mean,
examples.
We
Whenever it
we
gets
did a God of a Porn music video. So I mean, you know,
facts.
well, you know,
which was
That is a
dope, by the
fact.
way.
thank you,
Super
man.
dope.
We could play that.
Yeah, you want to play it?
Yeah,
You-
we could
you
play.
want
You
me to
got
play
it.
it?
You
I
got
thought
the
you had
video.
something ready.
I don't have anything ready, but we can play it. Let's do it. You guys talk.
So
Gil,
yeah. So we'll
tell
talk
them-
about the video. I guess.
Oh, so we're gonna
That you're
go.
about to play?
We're gonna see
I'ma
Men in
play
Black.
this.
Did you guys see the latest Men in Black? It looks whack,
You
but
saw
my
the-
kids
was
want to
that
hit.
Chris Hemsworth one.
Yeah,
Mario saw it. I haven't seen it yet. Mario said it was good.
yeah. My son wants to see it.
He just said it wasn't like
It's not like the
it
Will
wasn't
Smith
like
one.
as entertaining as all the other ones.
Yeah, because Will Smith's in it.
you know he's not in it.
No, I mean the other ones.
Oh yeah. I was talking about the new
Durr.
one.
Nah, I know it's Chris Hemsworth. I don't know the lady's name.
It's funny because they're both in
Is
Thor.
she's the one that's in Creed? Is that the girl that's in Creed?
Possible. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
But she was in Thor. She's the Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
They're both in Thor,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was interesting that they had them both in the same movie after they were just in the movie. Like I don't know. They're probably using
Maybe
that
they had
star
good
power.
chemistry.
Huh? No, I think
Good chemistry.
They try to ride off that Marvel wagon. They're like, we're gonna have Valkyrie and Thor in the same movie, so they're. But it's gonna be called Men in Black.
Yo,
so
that's a very expensive game they play, dude. They have to go in
But
debt
dude, they have
to like
millions.
get all these.
And then they can project
but
based
they're
off of what other
spending-
Men in Blacks have made.
You're spending millions, and then you got to think like residuals.
I'm starting
you have
to
to pay
I'm
out
starting to
residuals at the
question
same time.
these movies because they're called Men in Black, and they always have to have at least one black person in the.
Yo, actually, that's a good point.
It's like, why do they got to have at least one? Okay, we
That's a
can't
good
call
point.
it Men in Black without a black person, guys. Find me
Why couldn't
a
they
black
do that?
person. Will
No.
Smith said no?
No.
Fine.
No.
Let's be progressive. Let's make it a woman this time.
Will Smith was in 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
And then they had the 3.
And now
was
they got the
most,
black chick
the most recent one.
in this one.
Okay. you
And I just think it's weird. It's
you
like,
think, you
dude.
think there's a pattern here? Or what?
Well, they always have to have a white guy and a black guy, and that's the recipe.
the rest.
It's the recipe.
Ebony
No,
and
no, no.
ivory.
And this time they were like, all right,
together
the white guy
and
needs to be handsome.
Yo, I didn't like that part.
Tommy Lee
Jones.
I'm not feeling that at all.
They tried to make
Hold on,
Tommy Lee
Brett,
Jones
Brett,
handsome.
Did you see it?
Sorta. And when
Makeup
they made
didn't
the
work.
younger version,
Did you see that movie?
CGI.
they tried.
See what movie?
That Men in Black 3, the newest one.
The newest
No.
Dude, no, that's not one that you... Is that a kid movie? Somebody help me out here.
I don't
Is Men
know,
in
is
Black
it?
3 a kid movie?
I think there's
was it Men in Black for
definitely
kids? Like, I
moments
thought it
where
was.
it could have gone like inappropriate, like certain moments.
I wouldn't say it's
In
a
Men in Black?
child movie.
There was moments. It's just we're adults, so it kind of just. But when you actually analyze it, like, all right, before my kid watched this, I'm gonna watch it in the lens of a child.
Yo,
Then you're like, oh, they can't see that.
you know...
What, you can do that?
Huh?
You can transform yourself like that?
Yeah.
I can't do that. I
Of
can't watch it
course
through the
Kel
lens of
can
a
do
child. I've
that.
seen too many things.
Why not? All you got to do is look at the things that you don't want your kid to see. It's not that hard.
I can't do
Just
it.
be like, I don't want my kid to see that. It's like it's the most basic form of discernment.
What's
It's like-
that, Daddy?
It's like, oh, he got
Oh,
shot.
don't worry about that one.
Probably shouldn't see that.
What happens when you're in the middle of a movie and you didn't do your research too well? And something pops off. What do you
Oh,
do you like
that's happened.
all pretend like
I'm not going to
nothing-
say the story,
nobody
but that's
saw-
happened.
You look out the corner of your eye to see if they get a reaction. You're like,
Yeah.
Nobody saw that.
Yeah.
I think they're good, honey. I think they're good.
Yeah,
Hey.
let's just say there's certain circles that don't trust me in picking movies anymore.
Oh yes, bro. What was that? Out of nowhere, I'm like
There's
trying
some
to enjoy
circles
this
that
movie.
don't trust me in picking movies anymore. Let's
I'm
just
trying to
say that.
enjoy
Hey,
this
you ever
movie,
get
and
stuck
then
in
out
that
of nowhere-
Netflix dead zone where there's no movies and you just randomly, you're like, I was just going to pick this one.
Yeah.
And then you
I've
watch
done
like
that.
10 minutes of it and you're like, I'm just going to bed.
Nah.
Yo,
It's
but you know what?
8:15, I'm just
That
going to
actually-
bed.
Yo, but that actually happened to us one time, and it actually worked out fire. Me and Mara actually, no, it was you. We remember we saw Ong Bak, and we were like, let's check it out. Let's see what it is.
Oh, and that's
Oh,
when
word.
you fell
And
in
it
love.
ended up
And
turning
it was
out
a
to
wrap.
be the dopest martial arts movie I've ever seen in
and
my
then
life.
and then it was a wrap after that.
Oh, media fan.
Yep.
Tony Jaa became like my dude after that. Because he did all his own stunts.
Mm-hmm.
He was running on people's faces.
Ip Man was dope
He
too.
was
Like, I'm like, the dude just ran on 5 dudes' faces.
Hey, yo, I love when he does those spins where you're like, you swear you know where that kick's gonna go, and all of a
it
sudden
goes the opposite
it's
direction.
the complete. And you're like,
Fire.
what?
Yeah, that dude's crazy.
What
He's
just
crazy.
happened?
Then he like did a flip through glass. I'm like, all right,
Dude,
now
I am
he is
trying
the
hard
martial
to
art
find this.
Jesus.
When did you guys see
Dude
this?
went
Recently?
through glass, huh?
You seen this recently?
No. It was like
You're
when
reciting it
first
like you
came
seen
out.
it the other day.
No,
Yeah,
because I'm
because
saying
it
because
just
that's what
takes you
happened.
there, bro.
We went in, we saw the trailer, and the trailer looked alright. So we were
Mhm.
like, all right, let's check this out. There's not really else to watch. And I remember we had nothing to do. We were bored. So we just went to that movie and saw it. We're sitting there and contemplating on leaving because a whole nother language too, and we're like reading the subtitles. We're like, dang,
That's too much, man.
this is
Like,
crazy.
Don't
So,
put me.
Then
on
we're
that.
like, all right, let's be out. Right when we're about to leave is the first fight scene, and we're like, all right, we might as well just watch the first few seconds of this fight scene. And it's like the first kick, the dude just one kick, bow, the dude falls.
He's like,
to
I'm
the
in.
ground.
And then we were like,
what?
oh, just
No,
happened?
we gonna stay and watch the rest of it.
I already got my money worth.
And
Like,
it got nuts. We left out of there with like, I think, I don't know, man. We were sweating somehow. I felt like we were like,
Did you guys
karate
fight
chopping in
somebody
You
in
know,
the
you
theater?
know how you see a movie and you always come out and you think you're like the guy in the
Facts.
movie now? Now you
Facts.
You weren't
And I
thinking
know
that.
for a fact.
You were not Jason Bourne before you went in there. When you came out, you were ready to parkour. All the
Yo,
way
he
to
was
the car.
Tell
kicking
me
doors
not.
open on the way out the theater.
When Fast and the Furious came out, everybody was hopping their Toyota Corollas, and they were like, like, dude, you do not have
Buddy.
nitrous in your Toyota Corolla.
Put orange
Stop
juice
it.
in the tank. See how
Stop
it went.
it.
Please.
Everybody
Please
left out there
stop
like,
it.
you embarrass me.
You everybody.
To everything, to their wives.
Yeah, nah.
Like, you didn't cook, you embarrassed me.
Is it just me, or was that moment every time Vin Diesel gets in that little moment? It's awkward, bro. It's like super, like awkward to the point where you're like, just cut the scene out. You want to,
Yeah.
You want to change. The
How about
channel?
that special one where he's like, welcome to Brazil.
Brazil. This is Brazil, and he even like,
This is Brazil.
he even like wiggled his
Like,
head
dude,
a
you
little
ain't
bit.
never had an accent in your entire career. And all of a sudden, you
Familia.
just, welcome to Brazil.
Yo, you guys ever watch a movie that was so bad that it ended up being dope because it was so bad? You're like,
It
this
was-
is so terrible. This
Yeah, that's
is
like
dope.
Sharknado.
Is that like
It's like
It's
Godzilla.
so bad. And you're like,
No,
man, that
just
actually
play.
was a good
before I blaspheme?
That's like every 80s movie.
Before I blaspheme a comedy, is Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, that's
And it-
so bad that it's great.
Is that? But
Yeah.
it's meant to be bad, right? Like,
yes. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if it was meant to be bad, but it was.
No, you
and I
mean
liked
like
it.
bad, like in a sense, like he wasn't playing the handsome actor that said all the right words. Like it was all dry humor, and it was like the worst possible acting you can do, but you could tell was intentional.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So was it bad though? Because they met their objective.
What do you
there
mean?
you go. They
You know,
accomplished
they accomplished their objective.
Same.
Oh, I see
so,
what you're saying.
And that's
Yeah.
so I think a lot of the 80s movies like Big Trouble in Little China was a terrible movie. But it was so good because it was so bad. The Last Dragon.
Yo, The Last Dragon.
Show enough.
Breaking.
That movie's fire.
You were talking about Breaking on the
Oh
last
my
show.
goodness, do
Breaking
you
was
not
so
remember that?
bad.
Facts.
It was
now,
good.
I'm no longer impressed by Turbo's.
No,
you know-
he does the same thing every
No,
time.
not only that, but the broom trick. I
Oh,
could
man.
totally see the string now. When I was a kid, I was like, he's magical.
He's
and
magical.
He is my hero.
He's magical.
And then I see it as an adult, and I'm
I
like,
believe
this, I've been bamboozled.
How about Ozone? The only thing he did was make his bracelets jingle every time.
I'm
Same
sorry.
thing
Yeah,
every
I
time.
disagree.
Every
I
time, bro.
disagree.
Talk about-
When
he
he
would
did
do
the leg
smile.
move,
He would do
when
the smile.
Oh! Yo, his
With
facial
with
expressions
with his feather
alone.
earrings. He had
Oh,
the feather
man.
earrings and his bushy
He
like
mustache.
had
Comanche.
one feather
Yo, I was
earring.
like, what is he doing?
That
But
was
sorry,
that was
man.
acceptable in the 80s.
Yo,
He was like a Latin Crocodile Dundee.
wow, that's so foul.
Crikey.
So foul.
Yo, how do you say
The only
crikey?
thing missing was a big old
That's so
knife.
foul.
When he did his little
Gil,
moves. It just-
Gil, how do you say crikey with a Spanish accent?
El crikey. El crikey. I don't know.
Oh man.
Oh
You
my
add an
goodness.
L to anything, and it's pretty much authentic Spanish.
Why does Spanish gotta sound
Yo.
like that? Like why?
What do you mean?
Because if we have our Dundee, why does he gonna sound mad corny with it?
How is
And
that?
crikey.
Because he called.
It wouldn't be corny if it was in a novella. If it was in a novella, the music would have dropped and
yo,
everything.
to
Dun,
me-
dun, dun.
to
El
me-
crikey.
And crikey. And it'll be like a close up to his lips.
El crikey. And then the lady always comes. Her name is Maria every time. I know. No, el crikey. Anything but crikey.
No.
I
We
don't know.
lost all
Yo, you
our
did that.
fans. We
All
Yo,
lost
of it.
you
all
acted
of
that
it.
out like Bob on La Bamba. They always talking about Richie. It's always about Richie.
They always talking about Richie.
Yes. Yeah.
It's never about me.
Was it a thing like recently? Why did I see that movie pop up recently on my newsfeed?
On La Bamba?
Yeah, there was something popped up. It was Hazakim. He posted some pic of La Bamba.
Dang, that's a classic though.
He said something about, anyway, I don't know. That was kind of awkward. My bad. I
That
messed
was
up the
kinda
vibe.
awkward.
I messed up the vibe.
Totally messed up the vibe. That was a vibe
man.
bomb.
Hey, that was a
vibe
good
bomb.
He
movie.
was just like, this is
My
the
fault.
perfect moment.
I will take.
I saw a post on La Bamba.
Hey,
But I can't tell you what it was about.
The only thing missing was 2 thumbs up. Guess what, guys?
Yep.
I saw a post on La Bamba.
I deserve it. I
Well, I-
deserve it.
Tooth shine.
I deserve it. All right.
Vibe over.
You guys got that. You guys got that. Thank you. Look, I've
Oh,
been
man.
trying this. And I find it.
Finally.
Finally.
And I find it. Here it is. God overboard. Here we go. We're going to take a quick break. Let's do
You
it.
got the audio and all that?
We're about to make it happen. They can hear you right now.
Oh, cool.
Peace.
We love y'all.
Hold on.
And peace.
And is that it?
And we're still not piecing.
Oh, we're piecing. Hold up. I gotta make sure this the audio is there.
Best show ever.
Here we go. Peace.
I think I want you, babe. I tell you no. I pick you up, then let you go. I think I want you, babe. I'm still on you. It's killing me, but I'm feeling you. I know you got another lover, but it's just for tonight, yeah. We could break up in the morning, but for now, dim the lights, yeah. She said, I know what you want, baby, you ain't gotta bite, yeah. Save your sorries for the morning, but for now, dim the lights, yeah.
Never thought I'd end up back here. Now I can't get out of it. Feels like I'm trapped here, cause I can't get out of this. When you showed up, showing your stuff, I froze up, I couldn't counter it. I know your love is counterfeit. It's like you're a drug, and the challenge is to get you out of my life, remove you out of my heart. I know I'm needing to fight, but I don't know where to start. The way I'm living ain't right. You're gonna tear me apart. I need to walk towards light, cause all I'm seeing is dark.
I know you got another lover, but it's just for tonight, yeah. We could break up in the morning, but for now, dim the lights, yeah. She said, I know what you want, baby, you ain't gotta bite, yeah. Save your sorries for the morning, but for now, dim the lights, yeah.
Wanna leave you, I feel trapped, you're evil. That's real rap, I see through. Your sweet moves, you're lethal. And wanna kill cats, help me, Lord, cause I still lack self-control and I feel that. Warm embrace in that former place. I see the bait, it's a real trap. You call me and I hang up, not call back. That's dangerous, then I fall flat on my face, cause all that time was wasted. I need to fall back from the matrix. Cause girl, you got me mesmerized, plus you filling my head with lies. Yeah, you got me dead to rights, I'm petrified. And I remember our first date, and I need exercise. Cause now I'm bent all out of shape. First we break up, then we make up. You're deceiving me with your makeup. I know where this road it will take us. It'll take me to the grave plus. I ain't ready for no coffin. I'm breathing heavy and I'm coughing. Heart's heavy from exhaustion. I need to proceed with caution. I see the seed in your offering. This woman is porn, you gotta be warned. While some choose porn over God, man, I'm choosing God over
I know
porn.
you got another lover, but it's just for tonight, yeah. We could break up in the morning, but for now, dim the lights, yeah. She said, I know what you want, baby, you ain't gotta bite, yeah. Save your sorries for the morning, but for now, dim the lights, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hooked on your vibe, and I'm
mistook you for classy. When you shook the disguise, I saw a woman who trapped me. So I stood on the side, I knew I wouldn't be happy. When I looked in your eyes, I saw you looking right past me. But I didn't care, kept my cool like Frigidaire. Get the chair, sit and stare, the precious jewel, this isn't fair. You can't hear me, I can't touch you. Have to be near you, but can't love you. I don't need you, but can't leave you. I'm shackled in fear when I can't trust you. And it cost me, wanna be free, but you got me. Caught in your debris and it's hard to breathe when the bottom of the sea won't stop me. In the garden with thee, the sea, while I'm pondering the thought of my queen. If she caught me, this harmony is gonna harm me. I need to get off key. Her charm is sweet, strong physique, her tacit eyes promise me a calm retreat, but that's a lie. My guard is weak, it's hard when she is passing by. Pardon me, this part of me has to die. You got another lover, but it's just for tonight, yeah. We could break up in the morning, but for now, dim the lights, yeah. She said, I know what you want, baby, you ain't gotta bite, yeah. Say this sorry's for the morning, but for now, dim the lights, yeah. I pick you up, then let you go. I think I want you, babe. I'm still on you. It's killing me, killing me, killing me.
Yo.
Finally, he did something right. He shut his mic off.
This is all on the fly, by the way. This is all live. So please, no feedback on, you should have had that transition better. This is on the spot live. So I hope you guys were blessed by that. That was a video for God of a Porn with Jovan Mackenzy, Revolt, and Serge. And yo, shout out to BM2, Ben Mercedes. He filmed that.
Did the visuals.
And shout out to all my brothers that were involved with that as well. Actually, we had the Haddon oil in that video.
yeah. You had the product, the product drop.
You'll see the theological oils that was all up in
That's how they was able to write the song.
That's how.
Shane had the oil on the whole time he was doing that Bible study.
Hey, was it?
It's theologically delicious.
Theologically delicious.
Is one of the sponsors the part of that God of a Porn?
Yes, shout out to God of a Porn.
Yeah, they was up in there. Gonna get my words
family,
out.
Of course, man.
Yeah, they was up in there.
Yep, that video was for them. So shout out to them for real. Great song, bro.
But speaking of dope music, SO just dropped a new album called Augustine's Legacy.
Legacy?
Or Augustine. Depends on how you say it.
So this is
a horrible promotion of his album.
Is it man?
SO, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Delicious or
Yo, he has his
delicious?
He got the beard. He probably got Haddon up in there.
Talk to me about it.
Nah, real dope album, man. Real fire. Smooth.
What kind of style? Just the normal SO?
Yeah, he got his own thing going. He got like his influence, where his family's from. There's a little bit of that African vibe. A little bit of that.
See Brown, I see you. Thank you, brother.
EDM vibe to it. It's smooth, but there's some up-tempo joints on there. It's just a really good, cohesive album, and there's just some good content in there.
He's a dope artist. I think he's underrated. I think people kind of like are sleeping on him.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I think he could be pushed harder.
Go get that
I'm
SO
just being
album.
real.
Yep.
Like he could be pushed harder.
Yo, if you ever see him live too, the dude murders the stage, man. The dude has a presence, and the way he sets up his show, like the tracks and everything, he's almost like his own DJ. He has his laptop up there.
No, he
plays his stuff himself. He knows how to set the vibe. Like he's dope.
He's big on setting the vibe and controlling the crowd. You know how he got us moving.
For real.
That one time when we were in the back.
Not to
trying
mention
not
he
to be
rolled in
seen.
and one of them Segway thingy, whatever.
Yeah, he came with the little Segway roll. He literally rolled up on us.
I'm like, is this SO rolling up in here?
Of course, he had to glide across the room.
Yeah.
He had to be the only one.
Legit, dude.
Real
with
good
his
brother.
Big old hat.
Yeah, man. Real good dude. Real good cat to talk to.
Yeah, down to earth. Like,
real
he was
down
just
to
chilling
earth.
back there.
Yeah,
with us.
he was chill.
Mad cool.
Yeah, it was good meeting
So
him.
the album is dope.
The album is dope, man. You gotta cop that, stream it, buy it.
Cool.
I did both.
Support.
That's what's up. And
then Eshawn's dropping something, I believe
Friday.
Called Prophecy.
Dope.
So
You know-
for the love of money.
Has he been doing any kind of
Push.
like marketing stunts or anything?
Marketing stunts?
Is there a
Stop.
theme? Is it?
Stop
I
it.
mean, I'm saying, is there
Is
there a theme to
I mean,
this?
Basically, he's asking you what's his rollout.
It's about like the love of money, and he got a couple things I think on the Instagram. I don't recall what they were, but he's had a couple of things out there.
His
I mean,
rollout is very effective.
You're a fan of Eshawn.
I don't need that because I'm a cop it anyway, so I don't need.
You're a fan of Eshawn. It's coming out.
Yep.
CJ Rumsey said, "Listen to White Jesus." You was just
Yo,
saying that.
that
right
White
before the
Jesus
show.
track is the truth, though.
Yeah, he was just telling
That's
us,
right.
CJ, like,
Is there a
yo,
music
that
video
White
to that?
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And he
There's
said
a
it just
music
like
video
it.
to it.
What's up?
Brent, there's a music video to it.
To
The
White Jesus,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Okay,
there
cool.
is?
Yeah.
Word.
Dope. I'm gonna check that out. I haven't seen it. I gotta say, I'm not hip. Yo, CJ was good.
I know, man. You slacking.
Brett was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yo, what's up?
I'll hit you
I
up
got
in a
dudes
text.
plugged in like crazy. I'm not like getting updates, man. I'm constantly looking for stuff, man. I'm like, where's everything at? It's kind of dry out there.
That Bizzle Lightwork 2 is dope. It came out a while back.
Dope. Okay, now he's dropping them. What do you got? Your own doc?
Christ-centric came out with the James
Going through
Initiative.
your phone? Like,
First of all, put
Yeah.
that doc away.
you got his own doc. Dude's
Step-
coming with his own agenda. What's
Yo. Close this
This
laptop.
dude got his list of
But yo, real
greatest
talk,
hits.
another good album that I peeped recently is the Stephen Otto from the Menace Movement with Dayton.
Oh, it came out?
Dope
I've been
album.
waiting for that one.
Real dope album.
Dang.
Yes, real dope album.
That's what's up. I
Check
missed
that
the
out.
drop. I'm
dope?
definitely gonna go back
So-
and check that out. Yo, have you seen the videos he's doing with his wifey?
Yeah.
Yo, they're
The
dope.
acoustic stuff?
She can sing.
Yeah, it's fire.
Is it like not stuff on the project, just like kind of his own thing that he's doing, like live?
Yeah, he plays the guitar. He'll play the guitar for her, and she'll
that's
like
dope.
sing. Yo, but
Oh, that's
she's
dope. And she can
dope.
sing.
Yo, she's dope.
I love seeing that.
She's fire.
I love seeing that.
Like she's probably gonna be the first female artist that they'll have like as a singer
Mm.
on Menace, probably because
Menace?
Yeah, Menace Movement with Dayton.
Does she have like that kind of
Stefanato.
style? Like
Her style is kind of like
she's like Megan Thee Stallion?
she's kind of like a Amy Winehouse feel,
Mm.
but like obviously
Isn't that like an
Christian.
oak, sort of like an oak vibe?
What do you mean? Oh,
McCoy, Caleb McCoy.
yeah. If she did a track with him, that would be fire.
That would make sense, right?
It would make a lot.
Or
of
even
sense.
like
It would.
who was the other dude we interviewed not too long ago?
Douglas Rogers would be another good pairing too.
He has- yeah.
Mesa Montana.
Yes,
Mesa
you knew it.
Montana.
You knew exactly where I was
You know
going
where I'm
with
coming
it.
from.
Yo, have
Facts.
him on it, have her on it. Yo, that would be fire.
So
With the three of them.
Yo,
if they all
Brent,
Oak-
you should be like the DJ Khaled of like CHH. Like get all these ideas together and put all these artists together and do these dope collaborative
Yo,
projects.
if
Wouldn't
I
that be
could, I would,
fire?
bro. If
Why
I
wouldn't
could.
you? We need to talk after this. Let's try to make something like
I need
that
$1
happen.
million for that.
Nah, you don't need no
$1
million.
million?
$1
dollars, bro.
million.
Why
we
would
can
you
make
say
it
it'd be
happen.
$1 million?
Travel expenses.
Nah,
Not
we can
everybody
get that
lives.
true.
Man, you live in a digital age. You can be like, yo, record that, send it, please.
Cool.
Thank you.
Hey,
Nah, I
listen,
like-
we up in an
gotta
hour and a
be-
half. And I
You
don't
want to
want
like shake hands with the
I
engineer.
gotta feel the vibe, man.
to.
Got to feel it.
Let him. We're gonna talk about it after anyway. Yo, we love y'all. I hope you guys were
Facts.
blessed by it. We had a good time. I'm over here sweaty. I gotta get out of here. Yo, grace
You
and
wearing a
peace.
sweater in
till
summer.
next week.
In
Grace and peace.
summer.
We love y'all.
Pray for Kanye.
Yo, peace out.
If you're listening on the podcast, be sure to check out my Facebook music page, Marrio Esco 1. Again, 2 R's in my name, the number 1 at the end, Marrio Esco 1. Be sure to like and follow that page because I like to give updates on who I'll be interviewing and leave a description on what we'll be talking about. And I also like the real-time one-on-one back and forth interaction. If you don't have the time to join us on Facebook Live, be sure to check out my podcast. It's called Marrio Esco Live, 2 R's in my name. Again, you'll see the white silhouette of myself with the cross underneath. Be sure to subscribe to that and follow the link as well to whatever podcast you're using or however you're receiving the podcast, and leave us a review. We love to hear feedback. You can also hit me up at music@marrioesco.com and just hit me up with some feedback and ways that we can improve the show or the things that you like and enjoy. Any type of feedback will be highly appreciated. Grace and peace.